Breaking news this morning in Brazoria County, where deputies say 2 children were killed and 2 others critically hurt after a shooting near Angleton. The sheriff's office is calling it a tragic scene as investigators work to figure out what led up to it. Our Michelle Choi just arrived to the scene just moments ago. Michelle, what have investigators been able to share with you so far?
Hey there, I go to. Well, right now we're just off of Highway 288B here in Angleton, where behind me you can see a very heavy law enforcement presence this morning. It appears deputies have this Shell gas station as well as the parking lot area completely blocked off with crime scene tape. Right now, we don't have a lot of info. However, deputies do confirm this is the same area tied to that heartbreaking shooting that's left 2 children dead and 2 others fighting to survive. As I mentioned, information is very limited, but here is what we know so far. The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office says they got the call just after 5 a.m. When deputies arrived, they found 4 children had been shot. 2 of them, just 13 and 4 years old, did not make it. 2 others, ages 8 and 9, were airlifted by life flight in critical condition. Deputies say everyone believed to be involved has been detained, and there is no ongoing threat to the public. Right now, as you can see, investigators are still collecting evidence and working to piece together what happened. Earlier, the sheriff's office did post a short statement on their Facebook page calling this situation a tragedy, saying their thoughts and prayers are with the family and everyone affected. Now, at this point, deputies haven't said where exactly the shooting took place, what time it unfolded, what led up to the gunfire, or how the children are connected. But as you might imagine, investigators are expected to be here for the next several hours working to get those answers. Now, we will continue to bring you updates both online and on air as we learn more.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And you're not going to believe this. Yes, another mass shooting, this time in Angleton, Texas, that claimed the lives of 2 children, 13 and 4, and wounded another 2, 8 and 9, at this gas station. Now I want to play you 2 more videos in succession that gives you a little more information in each clip. But once again, even though you're going to hear they have a suspect in custody concerning these shootings, they have yet to show their face. So what does that always tell me? In my opinion, I think the shooter in this case is, you guessed it, another white person. But just take a listen to this video. It's going to give you a little bit more information, and I'll be right back with some more commentary. And this video is fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. Just watch.
So many of you are waiting to learn more about a shooting near Angleton that tragically took the lives of 2 children and seriously injured 2 others. Again, this all happening near Angleton. Troy Kless is live at the gas station where Brazoria County Sheriff's deputies were called to this morning. Troy, what can you tell us?
Well, Trayson, we can see that the scene behind us is clear. Deputies were focusing their investigation on the second pump that is closest to us. Now, it was a much different scene earlier today when sheriff's deputies had arrived to investigate this tragedy. Now, take a look, and you can see the Brazoria County Sheriff's Office had this entire gas station blocked off for several hours. The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office says that the 8 and 9-year-old shooting victims were flown to the hospital and are now in stable condition. A 13-year-old and a 4-year-old had passed away. At this time, the Sheriff's Office tells us 1 woman has been detained, though her relationship to the 4 kids is still unclear. And many are responding to the shooting, calling it a tragedy, like Henry Hill, who came to the scene concerned about what happened.
It's unbelievable because, like I said, I've got 5-year-old grandkids, so I know where they at this time of the morning that this was going on. So it just brings a question mark in your mind: what was going on for kids that young to be out?
Now, investigators do not believe the gas station is where the shooting happened, and the relationship between the 4 kids is also unclear at this time. But the sheriff's office says that all those involved are detained right now, and we did reach out earlier this afternoon to get some additional details, and we're still waiting to hear back from the sheriff's office, and we'll bring you the latest on this tragic story tonight at 10. Reporting live in Brazoria County, Troy Kless, KHOU 11 News.
Such a tragic story. There's still so many questions that need to be answered. Troy, we know you'll stay on top of it.
All right. So many questions that need to be answered, yet and still you hear them say that they have a woman in custody. But we don't know who that woman is. We haven't seen a picture, nor do they know the woman's relationship to the children. But I would assume if she has the children at 5 in the morning, in which they are saying that the woman pulled up to the gas tank and the police pulled up behind her. You'll hear that in the next auto. If she had possession of the kids at 5 a.m. in the morning, I would assume that she would probably be a mother or a close relative. Like, as I mentioned, though, it happened at 5 a.m. in the morning, and they're saying they don't know where the shooting took place. However, all those involved, all those are in custody. So they're saying they have a woman in custody, but they're also saying all those involved. Now, just take a listen to this next video, which is going to take you a little step further into this dynamic of this shooting that left 2 children dead and another 2 critically wounded. Just watch. And then, again, this is fair use for literary and commentary purposes only.
2 children are dead and 2 others are injured after a shooting in Brazoria County. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday evening. I'm Zach Lajway in for Bill Barajas. That shooting happened early this morning. A woman is in custody. KPRC2 News reporter Joy Addison joins us live from outside Brazoria County Jail to share what we've learned about this tragedy. Joy.
Well, Zach, there's still a lot that we don't know. We're working to find out exactly what happened and where it happened. But what I can confirm is that a woman is here in custody at the Brazoria County Jail. She and 4 children were involved in this tragic incident. These children are ages 4, 8, 9, and 13. Police say all 4 of them were shot, and the 13 and 4-year-old were killed. The 8 and 9-year-old were taken to the hospital in critical condition, but police told me that they are both now stable. The manager of the Shell station in Angleton on FM 521 and 288 said the shooting did not happen there, but the driver pulled up to a pump, and he says police pulled in shortly after behind that car. Police also confirmed that a nearby home is connected to this tragic incident. It has been searched, and police say their investigation continues there. Now, I haven't been able to confirm the relation of the woman here at the Brazoria County Jail and those 4 children that were shot, but I can confirm that the 2 children that were taken to the hospital in critical condition are now stable. Brazoria County is investigating, and we'll bring you the latest right here on KPRC 2 News. Reporting from Brazoria, I'm Joy Addison.
All right, so there you hear a little more information that the shootings did not happen at that gas station, and there is a home that is connected to the situation, and police are at that home. So only thing I can do is assume is that this woman may have shot the children there and then took off, and then whoever was at the home called them because the manager said she pulled up at the pump, and then the police pulled up shortly thereafter. Or maybe this woman who's in custody was the rescuer of the children. Somebody tried to shoot her and the children, and she drove away. But why would they still have her in custody? And the major thing is there is no photo of this lady. And so once again, that always leads me to believe that there's some form of protection of this suspect. Now, also what is abnormal, I've been following this story all day, and I was waiting for the proverbial press conference from the sheriff's office, right? But they never did a press conference. They never, showed anything. The only thing they released was this statement right here. And I am going to show you this very brief statement on the Brazoria County Sheriff's Facebook page. And here it is. And if you can read it, it says, earlier today, deputies responded to a tragic incident involving a shooting near Angleton, Texas. Preliminary information indicates that 2 children, ages 13 and 4, were fatally shot, and 2 others, ages 8 and 9, were transported by life flight in critical condition. Investigators are collecting evidence and working to determine exactly what happened. All individuals believed to be involved have been detained, and there is no ongoing threat to the community. While details are still developing, the loss of 2 children in such a manner is a tragedy. Our thoughts are with family and everyone affected as we continue to learn more about this heartbreaking situation. Now, that was earlier today. Now, mind you, this happened at 5 o'clock. That post was made at about 7 o'clock. So now they have learned a lot more about the situation, yet and still there is no press conference. Now, Angleton is in the city of about 20,000 people, half white, about 35% Hispanic, and 11% Black. Now, hopefully it's not the 11% that does this, but once again, when these things happen, these mass shootings, and I'm calling it a mass shooting because they define a mass shooting as any time 4 or more people are shot. And so this would fit their definition of a mass shooting. And so we have yet to see any information, got any names about this woman in custody. So, we're waiting to see that, and I'll bring you some updates on this story. But once again, this is just another example of the violence that has been perpetrated in America, the violence that is imploding everywhere. And, it's once again, as I feel, as a man soweth, so shall he reap. As a nation soweth, so shall they reap. The violence that has been perpetrated by America is now returning and imploding upon America through its own citizens. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Please, if you have not done so, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you $1, but it does help me to get more exposure for these videos out into the internet space. So I do extend my sincere gratitude, my extreme gratitude for you watching these videos, liking them, sharing, commenting, and also subscribing. And as always, you see the number 919-587-7782. And I pray you have peace and blessings.